In this video, we're going to discuss the one thing that you need to do in 2020 to protect your business. So it's 2020 and all businesses are starting afresh, getting that mindset back, that what are they going to achieve in this year. One of the biggest factors for this year is creating your own community. The high street brands, the big names that you hear of or aspire to become like, have had this in their plan for over 5 or 6 years now. The online market is changing so dramatically. Just 20 years ago, where was the internet? And every single year, new technology is coming in and actually breaking old technologies completely out of the water. Blowing them so far out of the water that they're non-existent. Go back a couple of years ago, where's MySpace today? Where's Bebo today? Facebook, has it stood the test of time? Well, you can't say that anymore, because the new technology that might come in will disrupt the market in such a way that huge companies and organizations crumble. Take for example, last year, you might have heard the word TikTok. In 1 year, the whispers have been happening over the past few years, but just over the last year, as celebrities started to get on board, 500 million monthly users, 500 million monthly users, 2.5 billion monthly users in Instagram, 2.5 billion monthly users in Facebook, 1 billion monthly users on Instagram, 500 million monthly users on TikTok. What's happened there? As Seth Godin would call it, people have started to create tribes. You've got to ask yourself, with regards to your business, who are part of your tribe, who are part of your community, who are connected to you as a brand. Now everybody looks towards the huge numbers. We've been doing research, and our R&D team have been doing a lot of research with regards to industry and industry growth and new technologies that are coming in industry, disruptors towards industry, etc., etc. Is it down to having the unbelievable crazy numbers? Not at all. That's the surprising part. What does your company need in its community to thrive and succeed? Well, it's quite simple. It needs engagement, engagement, engagement. We have worked with so many influencers across the board. Some influencers might have a stupendous amount of followers, e.g. a million plus followers, and their engagement with their audience might have dwindled so far that almost 0.1% of the actual core audience are engaging with that user. From a business point of view, is that a community? What brands are doing now are digging deeper from celebrity status, million plus users, etc., etc., to micro niches, to micro influencers, to nano influencers, and they're digging even deeper. A 2% engagement is quite a good marker in relation to the core business that is aiming for that 2% market. What does that mean? That means if within that 2% market, the engagement can lead to sales, lead to follows, lead to whatever their KPIs are set for that particular campaign, does it mean it's worth their while? If so, they'll go for it. There are certain companies out there that you might think should have millions of followers. Really, really successful businesses. They are in Selfridges, they are in Harrods, they are in a lot of the major stores. When people actually go into those shops, they actually go to buy that product. But go to their online presence, they might have only 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 followers. Does that mean that that company isn't doing well? Not in the least. Because sales and revenue generated from particular pockets will allow them to succeed. And it's not just about social media. So we have on our online space, with regards to your community, the community that matters to you as a business, could be through your website, could be through your blogs, could be through social media, could be through other revenue channels. Revenue channels are the key word. It doesn't mean that brands don't be a part of all areas. Just like for us, with regards to IIEPD, what we've done is we want to grow with the audience. We could have gone through various campaigns that we know have worked in the past for other users, but with regards to actual engagement and actual growth, we wanted to communicate with the audience one-to-one. When you've got a huge amount of following, how do you grow that loyalty audience? We have got, over the past few weeks, we've been talking to, and you know who you are, talking to people behind the scenes to find their pain points before we move forward with our campaigns. So as a wrap up, what are you doing to create your audience for 2020? What strategies have you put into play? What key platforms are your revenue generators? Once you can figure that out, then you have a base to start moving forward in creating your community. In the next videos, we'll talk about that in a lot more detail. We're on the verge now of releasing a lot more of our content on how to support you in growing your business, in growing your brand, and adding as much value as we can. If you like what you've seen, comment below, follow, share, and messages so that we can create content that is valuable to you. Thank you very much.